Good morning, Facebook. I do apologize that I'm not face-to-face this morning. However, traffic is a little heavy, so I want to keep my focus on the road. This morning, my spirit rings out for the difference of being isolated in your world and being isolated in the kingdom. There are so many situations that are taking place at this time in our lives, and I've had so many share crisis. Situations that are actually crisis to me, and we have our own crises, and you have small situations and you have larger situations. In Sunday school, I shared a message about the temple being rebuilt. And in that message, the way that the Lord shared it with me for the craft for the younger children was for their hearts, being the heart of God, to have one small eye and one larger eye, the little googly eyes. And I was like, Lord, why are we having a small eye and a large eye? They may not understand that. And he said, explain it to them so that they will understand it. He said, there's small situations, I have my hand on those. There's larger situations, I have my hand on those. So no matter what your situation is, Matthew tells us that we can believe God. So do not be afraid, rather believe God. It doesn't matter what people say. Remove yourself from the negativity, remove yourself from the naysayers, remove yourself from the people who say that, the situation looks too big, or the situation's overtaking you, or it's just not possible. Remove yourself from those people and isolate yourself in the kingdom. What does the Word of God say? What is God telling you? What is the movie that you just watched revealing to you? What is the song that you just heard on the radio singing to you? Those are all ways in which God speaks to us. So it doesn't matter if it's in a movie, it's in a song, it's on a billboard driving down the road. However God has to get your attention, He has the ability to speak to you. So remove yourself from the isolation of the world and be isolated in the kingdom, allowing God to speak to you in the way that only He can, showing you the eyes that only He can provide for you, and giving you the revelation and the knowledge and the wisdom that only He can give you. It does not matter what the situation is. That does not matter, because God is greater, He's bigger, He's more powerful. It doesn't matter what the situation involves. He is the ultimate decision maker. He is the ultimate judge. He is the ultimate yes or no. And His word cannot return void. Hear that. His word cannot return void. And He does not tell a lie. He cannot tell a lie. So stand on the promises that you've been given and trust. Do not be afraid. Believe that His ways are higher. His plan is greater. He knows what is taking place. And even though it may not look like that right now, He's already working everything out. Think back to King Pharaoh. That situation to us seemed like it was drawn out, but it had to happen that way in order for the end result to be victory. So keep that in mind throughout your situation. Sometimes things take a little longer because there's a greater work that has to be done. So do not be afraid. Believe. I hope you have a tremendous rest of the day, knowing that you are loved, you are needed, that you are wanted. And even though your situation may look like a mess right now, it is ultimately going to be God's glory. It's His success. It's His masterpiece. So every situation throughout your life paints the ultimate picture, the final picture, the value in the end. And that's God's masterpiece. I love you, and I hope to see you soon.